Super cyclonic storm Umpan moving to west central Bay of Bengal. Heavy rainfall predicted in parts of Assam and Meghalaya. Corona recovery rate in the country rises to 38.73. Death toll mounts to 3,163. Assam COVID-19 positive cases rise to 135 with 14 new cases reported today. Donor Minister lauds Army for COVID-related assistance to Northeast and Jammu and Kashmir. And Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal emphasizes on need-based skill for youth of the region. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Hansraj, and now the details. The super cyclonic storm Umpan over west central Bay of Bengal moved northwards with a speed of 15 kilometers during the past 6 hours. It lies centered over west central Bay of Bengal, about 480 kilometers nearly south of Paradip in Odisha. India Meteorological Department said it is very likely to move northwards across northwest Bay of Bengal, across West Bengal, Bangladesh coast near Digha tomorrow with maximum sustained wind speed of 155 to 165 kilometers per hour, gushing to 185 kilometers per hour. Rainfall has commenced over coastal Odisha since early hours today. The rainfall intensity is likely to increase gradually and become maximum from tonight till tomorrow afternoon. Coastal districts of Gangetic West Bengal are likely to experience light to moderate rainfall at many places commencing from today. The super cyclonic storm Umpan is moving towards close to Sundarbans at a wind speed of 150 to 165 kilometers per hour. As an effect of this, heavy to very heavy rainfalls are expected in few places over the western districts of Assam and Meghalaya on 21st May. Giving this forecast, Dr. Sanjay O'Neill Shaw, Deputy Director General of Regional Meteorological Center, Guwahati, said,
the super cyclonic storm Umpan over west central Bay of Bengal lay centered at 8:30 hours IST of 19th May 2020 near latitude 16 degrees north and longitude 86.8 degrees east over the west central Bay of Bengal, about 480 kilometers nearly south of Paradip, 630 kilometers south-southwest of Digha and 750 kilometers south-southwest of Khepupara. It is very likely to move north-northeastwards across northwest Bay of Bengal and cross West Bengal, Bangladesh coasts between Digha and Hatia Islands, close to Sundarbans during afternoon evening of 20th May 2020, with maximum sustained wind speed of 155 to 165 kilometers per hour, gusting to 185 kilometers per hour, due to which light to moderate rainfall at most places is expected, with heavy to very heavy falls at a few places over the western districts of Assam and Meghalaya on 21st May 2020.
Union Health and Family Welfare Ministry said that a total of 39,174 patients have cured from the coronavirus and the recovery rate reached to 38.73% in the country. During the last 24 hours, 2,350 patients have recovered and 4,970 fresh cases of COVID-19 have been reported, taking the total number of cases to 1,01,139. A nationwide total of 134 deaths have been registered in the last 24 hours, taking the nationwide toll to 3,163. Of the 3,163 fatalities, Maharashtra tops the tally with 1,249 deaths. Gujarat comes second with 694 deaths, followed by Madhya Pradesh at 252, West Bengal at 244, Delhi at 168. The death toll reached 37 each in Karnataka and Punjab and 35 in Telangana. According to the Health Ministry, the highest number of confirmed cases in the country are from Maharashtra, followed by Tamil Nadu and Gujarat. Regarding the COVID situation in Assam, Health Minister of Assam, Himanta Biswa Sarma, tweeted that there are 14 new COVID positive cases in the state. 7 are from Kamrup, 2 from Huzai, 2 from Bishwanath, 1 from Nagaon, 2 from Nolbari. The total cases now touch 135. In these very challenging times, the Assam government has taken multiple steps to fight against the spread of COVID-19. In an exclusive interview with DD News, the top civil servant of the state, the Chief Secretary of Assam, Kumar Sanjay Krishna, said the state is geared up to screen the people coming from outside the state and provide them livelihood.
As you say, there are 135 cases. Till recently, we had very few number of cases.
Right.
But still, our doubling rate is much better, which was 59 days about 10 days back, which has come down to now 27 days.
Sure.
We are trying to organize as many isolation beds as possible. As on today, we have more than 35,000 isolation beds and 595 ICU beds.
Alright.
And another 300 plus we have ventilators.
Okay.
And we are trying to equip ourselves, and what is most important at present is the surveillance. So our teams are going to do different villages.
Right.
They are trying to survey, and we have done about 16,000 villages surveillance in last 1 week or so.
Yeah.
So what is very important at present is infection control and protection, which we are giving a lot of importance. And I'm sure that with these measures, as you said rightly, that a lot of people are coming, a lot of migrants are coming, so we have to be very careful. So whoever is coming, we are trying to quarantine them, test them as much as possible depending on the symptoms.
Okay.
So once it is done, they go for quarantine, almost all of them. We have taken almost all the budget hotels in Guwahati as a quarantine center, plus the mass quarantine center in Sorusajai, and the other hotels also, big hotels on payment. So we are doing these things.
Yeah.
So the livelihood thing will come later on. Government of India has declared that the migrants should be given 5 kg rice per head for next 2-3 months. So that is our most important target. I'm sure that nobody is going to look for a work immediately, but the state government has to make a plan so that people who stay back here, we must be in a position to give them jobs.
So one thing I like to mention.
Minister of State for Development of North-Eastern Region, Dona Jitendra Singh, has lauded the Army for COVID-related assistance to North-Eastern Jammu and Kashmir. The minister appreciated the Armed Force Medical Services for responding to step in at the early stage of the pandemic to supplement the diagnostic treatment facilities in the initial phase of preparedness. In the context of Northeast, Director General Armed Forces Medical Services, Lieutenant General Anup Banerjee, briefed the minister about the latest developments and current status. He disclosed that while in Arunachal Pradesh, military hospital Tenga has 80 designated beds for COVID and 2 ICU beds. Military hospital at Likabali has 82 designated beds for COVID and 2 ICU beds. Similarly, at Jorhat in Assam, 110 beds, and Shillong in Meghalaya, 247 designated COVID beds have been made available by Armed Forces Medical Services. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh appreciated the proactive support in the initial stages of COVID pandemic, which had also contributed in reducing the disease burden. Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal today visited Indian Institute of Entrepreneurship (IIE) in the city and took stock of their activities while urging the institute to map the industry requirement so that need-based skills to youths of the state can be provided for their absorption in the workforce. He also stressed on the need for IIE, agriculture, industry and such line departments to work cohesively to achieve the goal of Atmanirbhar Assam or self-reliant Assam through economic empowerment. In the situation of economic slowdown, the Chief Minister urged IIE officials to make the institute more visible at the grassroots and inspire the youths. Informing that there is more than Rs 2,000 crore with the 2,200 Gaon Panchayats of the state, which they received under 14th Finance Commission. The Chief Minister called on the IIE to devise strategies for proper utilization of the fund, as the Gaon Panchayats do not possess technical wherewithal for the same. He urged IIE to pitch in identifying inherent strengths of the state in sectors such as fishery, horticulture, livestock, etc., so that a proper market chain can be developed for the entrepreneurs and farmers. The Chief Minister also said that IIE must play a pivotal role in identifying capacity of the youths of the state returning from outside in the post-COVID-19 scenario.
Industry Logote, Indian Institute of Entrepreneurship, সেই সকলোৱে মিলি ঐক্যবদ্ধভাৱে এই কামত আত্মনিয়োগ কৰিব। আমি বিচাৰো যে ইতিমধ্যে অসম চৰকাৰৰ তৰফৰ পৰা কোৱা হৈছে যে যিসকল উভতি আহিব তেখেতসকলক
The Union Home Secretary has asked states to proactively coordinate with the Railway Ministry to help ferry the stranded migrant workers to their native places. In a letter written to Chief Secretaries of all states and union territories, Home Secretary Ajay Bhalla has suggested measures to mitigate the distress of migrant workers in the country. He said states should ensure arrangement of resting places with facilities of sanitation, food and health for all such workers who are on the move. He has asked states to prepare a list of the migrant workers with addresses and contact numbers which can be used later for contact tracing. Bhalla has urged NGOs to come forward in order to help their workers at the designated resting places. The Home Secretary said that measures should be taken to encourage more migrant workers to stay at these places. Bhalla made a special mention about extra care needed for meeting the specific requirements of women, children and elderly amongst the migrant workers. Arunachal Pradesh Planning and Investment Commissioner Prashant Loknade says that the state has capacity to become major fruit producer state, as economic package has also given emphasis on horticulture too. He said the recent announcement will benefit around 40,000 small business enterprises in the state. He said the increase in the wages of MG and Rega will increase the income of the rural household in the state. Speaking on Arunachal Pradesh's initiative on smooth supply of essential commodities to the remotest part of the state during the lockdown, he said that about 100 air sorties were made with the help of Indian Air Force and state helicopters to these areas for supplying rations to the people.
हम तुरंत वर्किंग कैपिटल दे सकते हैं, मुद्रा से जिन्होंने लोन लिया है उनको हम इंटरेस्ट सबवेंशन दे सकते हैं, फार्मर्स को हम किसान क्रेडिट कार्ड की तरफ और क्रेडिट दे सकते हैं, माइग्रेंट लेबर्स को हम सपोर्ट कर
Railway Minister Piyush Goyal has said that more than 20 lakh workers have been sent by railway to their homes by 1,565 Shramik special trains. In a tweet today, he said Uttar Pradesh has allowed 837, while Bihar allowed 428 and Madhya Pradesh allowed 100 special trains for this purpose. Two more cases of COVID-19 positive were reported in Manipur today, taking the total active cases of the novel coronavirus in the state to 7. A 64-year-old woman and her 23-year-old daughter from Kamjong district of Manipur, who returned from Delhi by bus via Mao Gate on May 16, are the latest patients of the novel coronavirus in Manipur. Both the patients are asymptomatic as of now, informed Additional Health Director Dr. K. Sushikumar Mangang. As per test reports, the mother-daughter duo had gone to Delhi for medical treatment at AIIMS Hospital. They were on quarantine at an institutional quarantine center. However, the patients have now been shifted to COVID-19 care center at Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, or RIMS. The 20 co-passengers coming from Delhi have been identified and contact tracing has been initiated as precautionary measure to avoid further spread of the virus in the state. Manipur Labour and Employment Minister Dr. Thokcham Radheshyam today chaired a review meeting with the officials of the Department of Labour and Employment to assess the preparedness and necessary arrangements undertaken to provide relief and assistance to the labourers in the state. The meeting was held at his office chamber and was attended by Additional Chief Secretary Labour and Employment Letkoging Haukip, Under Secretary Labour and Employment Huidram Sophia Debi, Deputy Labour Commissioner Karam Bonu Singh and Labour inspectors. Minister directed the officials to develop plans to enable COVID-19 related assistance to the labourers as prescribed in the Atmanirbhar Bharat or Self-Reliant India movement. Part 1, businesses including MSMEs, Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan package, and 2, Building and Construction Workers Welfare Fund allowed to be used to provide relief to workers. He said that so far, financial assistance of Rs 1,000 each has been disbursed to 41,114 building and other construction workers from the CES fund available with the Building and Construction Workers Welfare Board. On being apprised about the 20,188 migrant workers in the organized sector and some in unorganized sector in Manipur, Dr. T.H. Radheshyam recalled the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's special economic package of Rs 20 lakh crores that will serve as an important link in the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan or the Self-Reliant India campaign on his address to the nation this year on 12th May. And to end the news, the headlines once again. Super cyclonic storm Umpan moving to west central Bay of Bengal. Heavy rainfall predicted in parts of Assam and Meghalaya. Corona recovery rate in the country rises to 38.73. Death toll mounts to 3,163. Assam COVID-19 positive cases rise to 135 with 14 new cases reported today. Governor Minister Lord's Army for COVID-related assistance to Northeast and Jammu and Kashmir. And Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal emphasizes on need-based skill for youth of the region. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.